I want to talk today about the number one mistake that I see many, many parents do in your attempt to try to stop your sweet boy's aggression. And I want to start out by saying to you that I know that your intention is always good. I want you to know that I know that. But what happens is because we lack tools, we tend to fall back in the heat of the moment into reaction. And we don't think clearly and we don't respond in ways that we feel good about afterwards. And sometimes that looks like falling back into disciplining the way we were disciplined ourselves, despite probably having said to ourselves that we would never do what our parents did. Sometimes it just looks like doing what we see in the movies or what we see on social media, regardless of whether or not that information is good information or not so good information. It is normal to feel like you want to do something when your kid hits, spits, kicks, hurts their sibling, hurts you, breaks something. Of course you want to do something to help him, but it's hard. And what that means is that most parents, myself included, have at one time yelled, said, "What's wrong with you?" Sent their boy on a time out or to their room by themselves, taken away screen time or some beloved belonging or something like that as a consequence. We have all done these things. And I don't want to make you feel bad about it. I'm not here to make you feel bad about the things that you did. I should say the things that we have done, because I've been there as well. But if you know me, you also know that I'm really pragmatic. So I want us to take a moment to think about what's happening when we do these things. When we yell, we scare our child. Of course we do. When somebody yells at us, it's scary. When we yell at our child, it's scary. There is the power dynamic, but there's also oftentimes the size dynamic. It's scary. We are the person who they trust. So we need not be surprised that they're fearful when we come down on them hard in that way. Yelling might sometimes change his behavior in the short run. We might get him to stop the aggression in that moment, but it certainly won't help in the long run. And by the way, it doesn't always help in the short run, but it definitely won't help in the long run. And it definitely won't set you up for success in your relationship with him moving forward, because it puts a nick in that relationship rather than nurture it. And we always want to be disciplining in ways that are nurturing our relationship with our sweet boy and with our kids. Essentially, what we're doing when we're yelling at them is showing them that we too are scared. And we have no idea how to deal with their big feelings. And that can in turn be really scary for them. They might be thinking, goodness, if they can't deal with me, who can deal with me? Or if they can't deal with me, what is wrong with me? We don't want our kids thinking that. If we ask our child what is wrong with them in that voice, like, what is wrong with you? Like many of us have done at some point or another, it almost certainly brings up feelings of shame for our children. Over time, that can lead to a lack of confidence. You're here, so you're looking for other ways to do it. That's great. But again, I just want to be honest. I want us to take a moment to think about what are these strategies that we often use because we don't know what else to do. What are they doing? What kind of impact are they having on our child? And do we want to have that impact? And the answer is obviously no. I know that about me, and I know that about you too, even though I probably don't even know you. Sending your sweet boy on a time out is also sending a really negative message, right? It's basically saying, I love you when you're good, but not so much when you're struggling or bad or having a hard day or whatever. That whole idea of come back when you're able to behave yourself doesn't send the message that we want to be sending to our sweet boys, which is, hey, we're here when things are good and when things are hard. We want you to see that asking for help is a brave, bold thing to do. We're not going to send you away when things are hard. We're going to keep you close and we're going to get through this. And taking away things from our kids, we do that thing where, no iPad or whatever for the next week if you don't stop hitting right now. That really just sends a message that we are desperate to control our kids. And come on, if we're honest, nobody wants to be controlled. And often our kids will push back. Often they're quite stubborn and they're quite willful, and they'll push back and behaviors will get worse. So all these things we do they push our boys away, which is exactly what we don't want to be doing. We don't want to be creating distance. We don't want to be building mistrust in the relationship. We want to be doing the opposite. The opposite is what's going to help stop the aggression. So I want you to stop for a moment. I want you to take a breath, and I want you to just do this. Oh well. Let's do it together. Oh well. That oh well is for all the things you tried, all the things that you don't want to be doing anymore, that you realize now or perhaps realized before weren't the way that you wanted to be parenting. And rather than beat yourself up, just oh well it. And I give you permission to use that moving forward. Each time you make a mistake, do something you don't feel good about, take a breath and just go, oh well, and move on, right? Redo, retry. You've got this. You can do it. I want you to just ask yourself, what can I do to let my sweet boy know that I love him right now, right in this moment, even if it's a hard moment? So if you have a boy who's struggling with aggression, if his behavior feels scary, you are not alone. It is not too late. Please download my free resource, The First 5 Words. It's a script that's really simple. It instantly lowers the intensity when your sweet boy explodes. It will help you immensely. It's not just a piece of paper with 5 words on it. I actually tell you how to implement it so that you can actually turn things around in your house or in your world, outside your house as well. And now that you know what you don't want to be doing to combat aggression, I want us to look at what to do to avoid falling into that parent reaction trap that we do, right? This is why we do this, because we're reacting instead of responding. So let's figure out how we can stop reacting. Just click on the video and I will show you how.